All right, good morning. Welcome to Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson. Today is Friday, April 12th, and there's a lot to get into. We're going to talk about 3D. We're going to talk about AI music generation. We're going to talk about an interview with Bill Gates and Sam Altman, and we're going to talk about how TikTok is now going to be using AI to replace influencers. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, so without further ado, I'm going to present my screen here. It always hides from me. There we go. Hash. There we go. All right, put me in the corner. And here we go. Okay, Hash 3D training free acceleration for 3D generation. So this is a study that just came out. And the idea here is another text to 3D model. And the idea here is that you can create realistic, photorealistic looking 3D objects all from a text prompt. And this is interesting because, they've got this, all the math behind it and everything they're doing. But text to 3D and image to 3D has been kind of this elusive thing that people have been working on for decades, and probably over a decade now. And it just never seemed to be good enough. So I'm very excited to see these kind of new results coming out of here. It looks like, it's still not great. You're still not able to separate the texture files and stuff like that. But text to 3D is going to be a thing, and image to 3D is going to be a thing. I'll put the links in all the chat below. Over to this is really interesting. Which one of these was scanned with a phone, with just an iPhone, and one of them was scanned, this is an Apple Vision Pro, one of them was scanned with a professional LiDAR scanner. You tell me which one in the comments below. Is it the one on the left or the one on the right that was scanned with an iPhone? Which one was scanned with an iPhone? The one on the left or the one on the right? You can see all the details. And then think about this. The reason why this is important is because now we can create 3D models with any device in the same fidelity as a professional rig, or almost. I mean, you'll be able to tell maybe. The idea here is I couldn't tell. And so you let me know in the comments which one you think is made on an iPhone, which one is made on a professional LiDAR scanner. Okay, Apple Vision Pro. Again, more news. Deloitte Digital expands their Apple practice to launch an academy for Apple Vision Pro users, or Apple Vision Pro for enterprise. Basically, the idea is now, the academy expands Apple's practice. So Deloitte works directly with Apple to grow their business and that. So they've been working with Apple to transform businesses using iPhone and iPad. And now they're going to be using the Apple Vision Pro. So this just kind of expands what they were already doing. But it shows the sheer demand and power of Apple Vision Pro and, well, the Apple brand in general. Okay, over to another creative brand. Adobe is buying videos to train its new AI tool, but is it paying enough? The company is paying around $3 a minute to make sure text-to-video AI generation is on par with the competition. And the interesting thing is, Adobe's rate for these videos is $120 for 40 to 45 minutes of video. Here it is here. Amazon, it says Google, Meta, Apple, and Amazon are willing to pay up to $2 per image and $2 to $4 per short-form video and $100 to $300 per hour of longer video. They're using all this to obviously train, and it's interesting to see how much, as a content creator, we make videos and, we get a small sliver of the advertising pie, but, then those videos are getting sold to train large language models, and the creators aren't getting any of this. It's going to the platforms themselves. So anyway, interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Over to science and healthcare. This startup, this is really weird. This startup is selecting embryos with good genes, but it says it's not doing eugenics, which eugenics, the whole definition is to select genes for a master race, I guess, if you want, or people that are, that have fewer problems, I guess. And so the idea, did we mention eugenics literally means good genes? So of course, it's a former Thiel fellow, Peter Thiel, if you guys don't know, that guy's like out there. Anyway, it's coming. Science, I don't know that we should allow this. It's a slippery slope. All right, over to this one here. This is called Opus clip, and I think it's really interesting. It's you drop a YouTube video in here, and it creates you a bunch of clicks, a bunch of videos that have a viral score. And so I put in our Daily Tech News show from yesterday, and it created this: victory for Swiss women, landmark climate ruling. So it creates the title. It tells you a virality score of 99 out of 100. It gives an A minus for hook, flow, engagement, trends. So you can go in and learn more about those. It gives you an actual video that you can download. So top European court in the hands Swiss women, victory in landmark climate ruling. Verdict will have a... How cool is that? And then it does it for... It automatically created all these videos from one link instantly and gives you the viral score. So you could maybe say, okay, anything above 80 I'll use, and everything below 80 I won't. But super amazing technology. So this is a way to maybe make YouTube shorts and stuff like that. But it's called Opus.pro. Very cool tool. All right. This is another thing I saw here. It's called Prelaunch.com. And the idea is to launch and test your product within 3 minutes. As you know, ideas are a dime a dozen. It's really kind of testing your ideas. So they have up to 200 million real people giving feedback on their ideas. Is it a new bicycle? Is it a new camera? Is it a new pair of glasses? Whatever it is, you can test your idea and get your idea validated by kind of the crowd before you go spending a lot of time, money, and effort into it. And as you know, in startup world, a lot of startups fail. So this is a really good way to kind of mitigate your losses and see what happens. And you can probably get some pre-orders as well. Very cool. Back to medical. It's not really medical, but bridging brain circuits with lab-grown neural networks. As you may or may not know, people are able to store data now. We're able to store data on DNA. And, we've been studying kind of the brain's neural networks and how we, if you block one neural network, it can grow another way. And, we're really trying to see, can we use these, axonal bundles to achieve human level compute? Because the idea with our human brains, we use a few watts of power and we have, exponentially more processing power than even the fastest computers in the world right now. So power per processing is really good in the human brain. And so if we can harness this type of new compute using the designs of the human brain, I think we'll be very successful. Okay, talk about using your brain. Texas is going to be using computers to grade written answers on this year's STAAR test. I don't know what a STAAR test, but I guess it's like a aptitude test for high school. It says the state will save more than $15 million by using something similar to ChatGPT to give initial scores, reducing the number of human graders needed. Yeah, so, okay, let's see. So, how's it going to, is it a handwritten? Is it typewritten? It's got an automated scoring machine. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's kind of all going to move this way, but yeah, last year they hired 6,000 temporary scorers. This year they'll only need fewer than 2,000. So there's 4,000 jobs we just eliminated. Right or wrong, do the students get something better out of this? Are the costs of education going to go down? My guess is, no. So why are we doing this? Just save time and money, make more profits? All right. Music is a big thing, and AI is about to revolutionize it. This company, Udio, was just invested by will.i.am, and yeah, check it out. It's all text to music, dramatic intro music.
I feel it coming, move your body, feel the beat. My heart's a thumping louder.
Now, it doesn't make the visuals, I don't think. I think it just makes the music, but wow, how crazy is that? Okay, so now that we can make music from a text prompt, anybody is a musician, right? But a new federal bill could require the disclosure of songs used in AI training. This is important because this has nothing to do with the creation of new songs, but what were those old songs? What was the AI trained on? Are we using copyrighted materials to train AI so that we can have better outcomes? Right? Like, this is important. And so Adam Schiff, Democrat from California, is pushing this new licensing agreement forward to this new legislation. So interesting that these LLMs might have to require disclosure of the songs they used in AI training, because I can say create a song in the style of U2, and it will. I can create a song in the style of of this. And it's kind of like those perfumes. Oh, it's the perfume in the style of Calvin Klein, but it's not. It's not the original. So in an era where anybody can make music instantly, we need some regulation around that. All right, this is Superintelligent. It's an interesting site, and the idea is it's just an education site. It's interactive video lessons to help you learn and use AI tools. So you can learn how to create a landing page with, and it's all different ones. So answer business calls with SoundHound, lip sync and animate images with AI, sell and ship products, plan your team's next retreat. It just has all the tools, and there's like a video on how to use each of them. It's really, really useful. Looks like to me it's $20 a month. So you can go in there, learn how to use, anything from ChatGPT all the way to these kind of side projects as well. I just thought it was a great tool. I'll put all the links in the chat. As always, I'll put the links in the comment. Make sure you hit subscribe, all that good stuff. This is an interview with Sam Altman and Bill Gates. Let me just back it up right to about here. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll put the link in the thing. You can watch it. It's an hour long or 30 minutes long, but it's interesting. The podcast is called Unconfuse Me with Bill Gates, and he asks some pretty poignant questions.
So what application on your phone do you use the most?
Slack.
Really?
Yeah. I wish I could say ChatGPT.
No,
but
it's okay. Even more than like email.
way more than email. The only thing that I was thinking possibly was messages, but like iMessages, but yeah, more than that.
And so like inside OpenAI, there's a lot of coordination going on.
What about you?
It's Outlook. I'm, this old style email guy. Either that or the browser, because of course a lot of my news is coming through the browser.
It's interesting how both of them chose communications applications as their number one app. And I think you'll just, you'll realize if you look at your phone score on what you use on a daily basis, it's probably some entertainment, maybe Instagram or TikTok, but also, WhatsApp, Slack, messages, all this stuff. So we are using these tools to better communicate and get things done together. And I thought that was an interesting comment from those two guys. Okay. TikTok is planning to add AI avatars that will enable merchants, advertisers, and others to create scripts for virtual influencers. So you'll be able to use TikTok to create virtual influencers, because those pesky influencers, they want money and products and things. So why not just use AI to get it done? So AI might add AI. TikTok may add AI characters that can make ads. Okay. Okay. All right. This is cool. This is using augmented reality and a product called FigminXR, which I find super cool. And yeah, I'll just play the video and look at this. It's really neat. So these are augmented reality shadows in the room. Those aren't real. Just wonderful, cool stuff. So it's mapping out the room. Obviously, you're able to map the room and then project light and shadows onto your space. I thought this was very, very cool. That's all I got for you today. I thought I'll leave you with that, and have a wonderful day. This has been Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson. Make sure you follow me on Linktree, and thanks to Metaverse and all the other partners here. You can find my DJ mixes, Metopia, The Mall, Your Director, Emulator, all the things I'm working on. You can go to Linktree/Alan Smithson and follow me there. Have an amazing day, everybody. Make sure you get out and enjoy some time with people and with some time in nature, because it is important to get away from our desks and get away from technology, even though it is not easy to do. So have a great day, everybody. Peace.